Hey, what up, everybody? It's J Rock right here. Today I'm gonna be hitting you with another fragrance review. So if you like fragrance related content, you might want to think about hitting that subscribe button. That way, I'll keep you updated on all my future videos. All right, what are we gonna be reviewing today? Today we're gonna be reviewing something from the house of Dua. It's known as a clone house, but they do make some of their original fragrances. So this one is gonna be something that, as far as I know, it's not a clone of anything. But again, I haven't smelled every fragrance in the world. So there might be fragrances out there that smell similar to this, or that this might have been inspired by. I have no idea. So you're just gonna have to take my word for that, and we're just gonna review it on base it on its own thing, right? All right, so let's get to it. All right, so the fragrance we're gonna be reviewing is from the house of Dua. It's called Vanilla Lemon Gelato. So the name, it just piqued my interest. Sounded pretty sweet. The perfumer behind this is Rasam, I believe. I forgot. I have to go look it up again. But it sounded like a Middle Eastern name. Also, the design on the bottles, kind of. I think it has some type of Arabic writing or something. But anyway, so I'm guessing it's some type of Middle Eastern brand. But from what I know, I heard it's a clone house, and then but I heard they do make a few of their own original offerings. This being one of them. So let's give it a try and see how it is. I've already worn this a few times, as you can see here by the decant. But I'm gonna just, to refresh my memory, spray a little on right now. It's classified as a citrusy gourmand. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, this one reminds me a lot of Versace's Eros. Not in the scent DNA itself, just in the way it acts. Yeah, that opening is sick with it. I'm really feeling the opening. It has a bright, fresh lemon. I love it. Now this lemon, it starts off citrusy and bright, but then about 10 seconds in, 20 seconds in, you get kind of a creaminess to it. So it's kind of like a creamy lemon, which I really like. The opening is my favorite part of this fragrance. Now, if somebody catches you slipping in those first 30 minutes, maybe even 45 minutes, I could see this being a massive compliment getter. Also, in those first 45 minutes or so, it's projecting decently. You know, people can pick up on it. People can pick up on it. They'll be able to smell it and so forth. It's real nice. After you get past that first half an hour or so, you get like a creamy vanilla, kind of like the vanilla flavored ice cream. You get that type of smell. So you get that with the lemon, and then it smells real nice. But then that lemon starts dying out. By the time you're like in an hour in, you don't get that lemon as much. It becomes real light, and you get some bergamot, which I guess the bergamot is there from the beginning, but you don't smell it as much because the lemon is so prominent. Once the lemon dies down a little, you start picking up on that bergamot, but you get the bergamot also with the lemon because now they're about the same as far as projection, right? So when that happens, it comes off less like lemon, and it almost, at least to my nose, starts feeling more like a lime. So it starts feeling kind of like a lime and vanilla ice cream, right? So you get that smell going, which is still pleasant. Still pleasant. Stay with me here, guys. At this point in the journey, I'm still like cool. So once we're about an hour and a half in, it completely dies down. The citruses and so forth are no longer there. And now you just are left with a light vanilla gourmandish type of scent. And about an hour in, it's already kind of a skin scent. When you're about an hour and a half in, the citruses, everything's gone. It becomes very plain, just a light, powdery almost type of vanilla. If you like vanilla, you'll enjoy this. To me, after that first hour and a half, it becomes very lackluster. I almost want to say boring. So it's kind of and it does last about 5 hours, like about 5 hours. But after that first hour, it's kind of a skin scent already. You can smell it, but it's very soft. But that first hour, I was really enjoying it. I was digging it. This is good for summer. You would think, right? And based on the opening, you're like, man, this is great when you initially smell it. You're like, this is great for like summer, which it kind of is. But like I said, after like that hour, it's just a sweet vanilla scent, which is not something I really like to rock in summer. Maybe summer night. And that's why I said it reminds me of Versace Arrows. Because Versace Arrows in the opening, man, that opening is amazing. I'm loving that opening. You get a bright mint and you even get kind of like some type of lemon as well. And it's very invigorating, right? But that opening only lasts about 30 minutes as well. Maybe longer than 30 minutes. I haven't worn it in a while. But yeah, that opening is amazing. But then it dries down to just a tonka bean. Very basic. It's still pretty strong, though it projects loud. So you could wear it in the winter. It's more of a winter fragrance, but it's misleading. It makes that opening leads you to believe you could wear it at summer. This does kind of the same thing, but the projections, the performance in general, it's nowhere near what Arrows is. Arrows is very flamboyant, very in your face, very notice me. And this one isn't that. This one you could wear, I would say, this one's good to wear casually, just day to day, white t-shirt, shorts or whatever, jeans. You could wear it at night. You could wear it at day. I wouldn't, if it's too windy, I wouldn't wear it just because it's a skin scent. And in the summer, just because that vanilla is not a no, I like to smell on myself during when it's high heat. I worn this a few times, but I've been indoors, so I'll be curious to see how it reacts when it's hot sun outside. If it gets coin or something, right? I did not. I wore it about 3 or 4 times, or nah, I wore it more than that. You can see I've worn it a lot of times. But it's been mainly indoors because we've been in quarantine and so forth. So I don't know really how I would react if I'm out doing stuff in the high heat. But I would I would imagine it gets coined because of the vanilla. All right, my frag heads, it's getting close to the end. So before we end this session, let's talk about the pricing a little. This fragrance, this house it's not cheap. It's $30 for 50 mil. It's $50 for 30 mils, or $60 for 30 mils. So if you do the math, say you get 3 bottles, that's 30, 60, 90 mils. That's about a full bottle's worth. That'd be 50, 100, 150 if it's $50. If it's 60, it'd be 180. So anywhere between 150 and $180 for a full bottle for 90 mils worth. So that's not cheap. At that price range, you got so many options, so many different varieties of stuff you can buy out there, fragrance related, right? Fragrance wise. So would I recommend this? Like I was telling you, me personally, I wouldn't. And it's something to think about because at that price, I want to save you guys money. And at that price, I think you could invest that money towards other fragrances, maybe even 2 or 3 good designers, or one or two niche fragrances that are like at $80 for 50 mils or whatever. So look around, buy a decant like I did before you make that decision. Because I even have, honestly, I have some Bath and Body Works creams and so forth. And this vanilla dry down that you get for the majority of the wear, I have some lotions that smell the same as this vanilla dry down, and they project just as loud. So because this is a kind of a skin scent, it's pretty soft, and those creams project just as much as this does. So you could wear one of those. Only difference is this has that lemon opening that I like. Those creams will not, but you could throw on some type of fragrance that has a lemon scent to it, right? So that will last you, those 30 minutes or an hour or whatever. So I'm just putting that out there because I want to help you guys make the best decision possible for yourselves. So hopefully this video helps you make a more informative decision. I hope this helped you out. Like I said, thank you guys for taking some time out of your day to watch this video. And other than that, I'll just check you guys out next time.